Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
Here's the American Dream.
Howdy, dog lovers. If you're looking for a city that's as dog-friendly as it gets, you've hit the jackpot. Welcome to Austin, Texas, where the dog-friendly lifestyle isn't just a trend, it's a way of life. I'm your host, Alex, and this is The American Dream, Selling Austin. Today we have a very special guest on the show, somebody who has dedicated their lives to transforming the lives of our four-legged friends and their owners. And you might recognize him from the hit TV series Dog Impossible on Disney+. Please help me in welcoming Matt Beisner. Hi, Matt. Welcome.
I'm so glad to be with you.
Thank you so much. Really happy to have you here.
Yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be here in Austin, in a city of possibilities, with people for whom we've had extraordinary changes in our lives and our dogs' lives.
Absolutely. So, Matt, you've dedicated your life to transforming the lives of people and their pets. What got you into this?
What got me started was a dog that helped me get out of my own head and really get into a new life. And I didn't realize it at the time because I was afraid of this dog. But my commitment to taking care of this dog and shaping his quality of life was shaping my quality of life in a way that I didn't understand. And so when I think about the whole picture, because there's really no other way to look at it, what is the quality of life for everybody involved? It's not enough to say, well, my dog can behave. It's really more important to say, well, we actually really like living together. And if we can get there, then everything else just takes care of itself.
So tell our viewers who might be struggling with dogs with some sort of issues, what would be your first recommendation for them?
My primary goal when I get to meet anybody who needs help with their dogs is to figure out how to help take the pressure off. And that looks like a lot of different things for a lot of people and their dogs, but everybody benefits from feeling less pressure. And in the world that we live in, and in the human dog world that we live in, there's so much pressure that's been normalized that often people don't realize that they're struggling or suffering because they're just used to it. So if I ask you the question, how do we take pressure off? It puts you in a place where you can think about your own actual experience. You're always going to know your dog better than I do. I need to leave you feeling like you can do this and you are empowered to do this. So I want to lead with, what's the thing that I can give you, i.e. take pressure off, that you can begin to think about, that we can start to play with and practice in your day-to-day living, and then let's learn from there. Because people learn more easily when they feel less pressure. And they learn things that will sustain better when they are feeling less pressure.
So what made you decide to plant roots in Austin and expand your business here?
With the lockdowns that were happening in Los Angeles, we had a facility there. I was there 80 to 100 hours a week. I didn't realize I was stuck in workaholism. I was building something. It was by a lot of standards really successful. And then we went into quarantine, and it slowly dawned on me that I had been missing breakfast with my family, and dinner with my family, and bedtime with my kids, and one-on-one time with my dogs. We came out to Texas because we have a lot of family in the Austin and Houston area, and we were here for about 3 days. And I turned to my wife and I said, I think we need to make an exit plan from California to get here. And she said, oh, honey, I knew that on the first day. And the thing that stood out to me about Austin was possibility. But I immediately took to being here the sky, the community, the people, the kind of life you can have here with a dog is amazing. And I just love it. Like, I love it in my bones. Every day there's an opportunity for me to go help somebody and their dogs in a way that's going to transform their lives and change mine. And I can't think of a more privileged place to work from.
It's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me. You've made such an impact in our lives, and I'm really grateful that you took the time to come and share some of your experience with our viewers. Well, friends, that's a wrap on our dog-friendly adventure in Zilker, Austin. So leash up your enthusiasm and join us in Zilker, where the only thing more infectious than the music is the joy of living the dog-friendly dream. I'm your host, Alex, and this has been the American Dream Selling Austin. See you next time.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, B-Love, and we're excited to bring you to the St. Elmo District, a mixed-use development here in the heart of South Austin. The Yard is a 200,000 square foot complex in St. Elmo's revitalized warehouse district, offering hip manufacturing and retail spaces. Featuring still Austin whiskey, art mural installations, specialty food trucks galore, and the Austin Winery. Even the founders of Austin Winery are anything but typical. Come along as we sit down with one of the founders, Cooper Anderson, and explore reinterpreted delicious wines, Austin style. So I'm here with one of the founders of Austin Winery, Cooper Anderson. What's an urban winery?
So an urban winery is a normal winery, just happens to be in an urban setting. We've just chosen to kind of build our winery within the marketplace rather than out in the countryside. Part of that is that we wanted to be where kind of the culture and cuisine are, and be accessible to people who are visiting town.
And so tell us, what drew you to specifically St. Elmo, like this urban setting?
Yeah, central location for one. We're right out just in the shadow of downtown, just on the south side of downtown. So we're accessible to a bunch of parks around. And we have a bunch of great like-minded neighbors here. There's a really broad range of cultures and cuisines that are represented just within this complex.
So what do we have here today?
So the three that we poured up here, we started with Aquapazza. We do subscribe to natural winemaking methodology here. Everything is spontaneously fermented. We've not added cultured live-grown yeast, and we've not added enological products that are sold and designed to manipulate the wine.
And then our next wine?
Next one is Tempranillo Nuevo, and then it is bottled as soon as it's done with fermentation. So it's lively, bright, zesty. It is low alcohol and acid forward, and meant to be consumed young.
And then the last one?
The third one I have is Movedra, and then it will age in barrel, in this case, for 6 months.
Such beautiful colors,
Yeah.
and all from fruit here in our beautiful state of Texas.
100% Texas grown, yeah.
How about a toast to
Yeah.
the Austin Winery? Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And it was really a joy to connect with you and learn more.
Of course.
Well, today I'm excited to meet with artist Louise Anguilo, also known as
Uloang.
Uloang. And so today we're here in St. Elmo Market District. It's standing in front of one of his creations. Can you speak to how it started and also the vision?
This used to be an industrial warehouse kind of district, very dusty. About 7 years ago, I was approached by the Yard. We collaborated and brought a lot of murals to these warehouses, added splashes of color, and revitalized what used to be a place where you didn't hang out at night.
So tell us a little bit about this creation.
I was fortunate enough to be given complete creative freedom. The guys at the Yard said, hey, just do your thing, which is the best thing
as an artist,
for a muralist to hear. So I designed this. I wanted to create something that was colorful, that was impacting from the road, and make them wonder, what is this place?
So Louise, can you share with us about the source of inspiration for the murals here?
It's a very special place because you're given, as an artist, almost complete creative freedom, which is rare. If the art feels authentic and you give artists the freedom to express themselves, it'll be more powerful and impactful, and it'll in turn attract people in larger numbers. It's out for anybody and everybody to see, and that's the power of murals.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your art with our community here in Austin.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Welcome back to American Dream TV. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Melanie Suber, your favorite Austin real estate couple.
And today is a special episode for you, showcasing some amazing menu and restaurants.
We're gonna take you to a super special Austin restaurant here on South Lamar, and then we're gonna head over to the pedestrian bridge to show you what real local Austinites have to say about living in this incredible city.
But first things first, let's get some food real fast.
We're here at Aviary Wine and Kitchen.
With Mike, the operating partner, and Alex, the beverage director.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys so much. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Delighted to be here. Chin chin.
So tell us a little bit about Aviary.
So we're a wine and kitchen. We focus on international cuisine, all different types of influences, but basically New American. We have different influence from Pacific Rim to Southern to all different styles.
And for the wine program, you know, Aviary is really all about connectivity. We want to introduce people to new varietals. We want to expose them to new landscapes while still staying so comfortable in your favorite neighborhood spot in Austin, Texas.
I love that. That's amazing. And speaking of being here in Austin, that's just like, I know there's a lot of history here. More about that story though.
So what's crazy is we actually started as a furniture store. In building a furniture store and a home decor store, you wanted people to feel at home, right? So what we would do is we would actually collect pieces that made people feel like they were imbuing the energies of the city into their homes, but to make them that much more comfortable, we pamper you with a really nicely curated glass of wine. But what happens when you give people really good wine? They want another glass. So what we kept seeing was people wanting more and more wine. So we slowly evolved into a wine and home decor store. And then sooner or later, it found that people were more enthralled with the wine, and then slowly but surely the small additional food selections that we were doing. So we decided that we were going to move forward with more of a full functional wine and kitchen, expanding our kitchen, expanding our wine selections, creating a space that people felt that could only dine still, but have that connectivity, being able to gather with friends, gather with your neighbors, gather with the visitors, and show them a piece of what makes Austin's culinary scene so special and what makes Austin's wine community so connective.
We're here with Steven, one of the chefs here at Aviary.
What is your inspiration for making the food? How do you find ideas for your new dishes?
We find inspiration in a lot of different places. We've all worked from an array of different backgrounds. We're also researching, trying to travel, and do other things to keep ourselves learning and keep ourselves excited about food.
What makes this kitchen different than most kitchens and restaurants?
Try to utilize waste here pretty heavily, so we're not throwing anything in the trash that doesn't need to be, and utilize a little bit of the less of the standard cuts and ingredients. We also use a lot of fermentation and miso making to try to utilize waste in a different way.
That's awesome.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You guys have already done such an amazing job so far. I'm curious, what's next?
Our hospitality company, Hearth & Counter, we've set out as a personal mission for ourselves to preserve iconic Austin institutions. And so with the opportunity to take over Aviary, honestly, you know, we're not trying to make it our version of Aviary. We're trying to make it the best version of itself together with Alex. You know, for me, you know, nostalgia kind of has a weird connotation at times where you think the best years are behind you. You know, but honestly, that's not our vision. Our vision are the best years are in front of us. We're not just trying to maintain, but thrive for the future and really offer Austin just an amazing set of experiences for time to come.
I love that. Well, thank you for everything that you do for the Austin community and for your restaurant doors.
Well, thanks y'all again. One last cheers.
Yeah. Well, that was the incredible Aviary Wine and Kitchen.
And now to go down past the pedestrian bridge, that's the locals who live in Austin, Texas.
Let's go.
And
now speaking with the locals here in Austin, Texas, ask them what they feel about Austin as a whole.
I think even though Austin's gotten really big over the last however many years I've been here, it still feels like a small town and everyone's still really nice. A lot of cities kind of lose their culture after a little bit, but I think Austin was able to kind of just train the new people to assimilate the culture, which has been really awesome.
The minds of Austin, the beautiful people that come here that are willing to share who they are. I think also the people, everyone is really open-minded, always wants to make new friends, and everyone is very inclusive.
This particular area has a great opportunity for me to walk around. There's certain areas of the city that have great live music, entertainment, are younger, and those are the areas you want to look in because it's easy to get to, it's so walkable, and like I said, that's what I advise them to find out what interests them about the city and find the area that works for them.
We hope you enjoyed this segment of American Dream TV Selling Austin.
We have some amazing people at some amazing food. It's also awesome restaurants.
And we'll see you on our next episode.
Welcome to the American Dream. Today we're meeting with Amanda and Aaron, the founders of Austin's super cool local business called Cowboy Pools. After that, we're going to be heading to an incredible new listing in South Austin's 78745. But first, let's go poolside. All right, I am here at Cowboy Pools, and I'm so excited to meet with Amanda and Aaron. They are the founders of Cowboy Pools. Such an incredible space. I just love. But first up, I've got a question for you. Did you always think that you were going to get into the stock tank pool business?
We didn't, but we had the idea prior to COVID. My background's in filmmaking. Amanda's background is in marketing, worked with companies and brands and nonprofits. We had recently DIY'd our own stock tank pool and didn't find any comprehensive resources or there definitely wasn't any companies offering to do this as a service. And so we found ourselves with a lot more time on our hands in COVID, and we were supposed to get married in April of 2020 that ended up getting postponed, so we used some of our wedding funds to start the business and take the plunge. Yeah. And so, people were spending a lot more time and money in their backyards to make it a space that they could get outside of their home. And so from the beginning for us, our mission has been to help people create a backyard oasis.
That's awesome. So why do you think these have been so popular?
Well, stock tank pools in general are a super practical pool solution for the modern home that generally might have smaller yards or maybe limited budgets when, a traditional pool can be $100,000 or more. So these are a super realistic pool solution. As I mentioned, budget-friendly, also kid-friendly, family-friendly. They're also party-ready, great for gatherings. And they can be heated in the winter. They can be chilled in the summer. So you're always comfortable, and it's like hanging out in the shallow end.
Yeah.
You always want to be the shallow end,
We always love the shallow end.
That's
awesome. So what's next for Cowboy Pools?
We're entering our 4th year with Cowboy Pools, and we've grown quickly. We started just the 2 of us, but we still have a really tight-knit team. We have some fun collaborations and partnerships in the works with music festivals and a hotel. We're continuing to work with home developers to install these pools in homes. We also work with short-term rental companies and owners, and we have some franchise opportunities in the works too.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so a lot of big things in 24 for us.
Can we disclose where the franchise opportunities are?
We are talking with some people in Nashville and Florida, and excited about the potential there.
Oh, they'll be popular there for sure. That's awesome. Guys, thank you so much for having me, and it's been really, really great talking and learning more about Cowboy Pools. The setting here is awesome. You've created such an awesome space. And so what I would say is anyone that is in Austin, to make sure that you come on down to Ben White and check out the pools, dip your feet, and have a chat to Amanda and Aaron. It was so cool being at Cowboy Pools. Now, though, we are at 2217 Hazen Lane in South Austin. This home, honestly, I was so excited when the owners contacted me about selling it. I knew that they are pretty creative people, and I knew they'd done some amazing things to the home. But when I went in to see it, I was blown away. If you want a home with character, come and check this out. As you enter this home, you're welcomed by an incredible amount of vibrancy and color, and it truly gives this home so much character. Beyond that, the practical things that we need to know, it is a 3-bedroom home with 2.5 bathrooms. Now, this floor plan is actually a little bit different to a lot of the floor plans in this neighborhood. It has an additional space for an office or a playroom downstairs, and that's a closed-door office, which is really handy these days. Throughout the home, the attention to detail is incredible. The design features with the incredible light fixtures really just highlights the amount of love that has gone into this home. And look at this, it comes with a cowboy pool. It wasn't actually planned that way. The house already had a cowboy pool. It's an amazing property, and there is more to the house than what you've actually seen in this footage as well. So make sure you come and see it. That's it, guys. That's a wrap for us. Thank you, American Dream TV, and we'll see you next time.
Howdy, y'all. When was the last time you decided to treat yourself? And no, I don't mean to a latte, frappuccino, or a lush spa day. I mean treat yourself to something you may have never experienced before, or to something that can bring you true peace and tranquility. That's exactly what we aim to achieve here at Southern Trail Rides. There's not a better way to explore the Texas Hill Country than on horseback, and this isn't your average riding experience. I'm JT Liberty, coming to you from deep in the heart of Texas, your host for the American Dream. Let's go ahead and saddle up and get ready for a day's ride on this beautiful 100-acre ranch, just 15 minutes from downtown Austin. Let's giddy up. All right, everybody, this is Devin. She's going to be leading us through the trail ride today. So, Devin, tell us a little bit about Southern Trail Rides, when it began, and how it's going now.
Yeah, so we started in 2018 out near Kyle, Texas. We've been in Austin for the past few years now. We also have another location in Canyon Lake.
Okay.
We're at both locations here near Austin, Texas.
Amazing. No matter where you are in Central Texas, you'll find a Southern Trail Rides. Come out and ride with Devin. Tell us a little bit about the groups of people that typically frequent Southern Trail Rides.
We get just about everyone. We get bachelorette parties, parents and their kiddos, friends and family. Everyone's welcome out here at Southern Trails.
Love it. All right, well, I'm rearing to go, so let's go see if we can find our horses.
Let's go. So this is gonna be your horse today. This is Luna. So Luna, as an 8-year-old, she was a show horse. And then she went on to be a broodmare, which means a horse used for breeding. So she has a few babies floating around. And then afterwards, she came to us for trails and hadn't been ridden in 8 years. No matter what experience level you are, Luna's gonna make you look like a pro.
Amazing. Well, a pro I am not, but I'm sure Luna would take care of me. All right, so there's more to Southern Trail Rides than just the trails. We are right next to a polo ground, and Devin, you were telling me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so ATX Polo Club plays out here right on this field every Saturday and Sunday during the summer, right in front of us during our trail ride. So you can watch the game from right up on your horse.
I'll have to come back during the summertime or every other weekend at this point. I'm loving this. Let's go ahead and continue on our trails. Whew, okay, so as we were coming up the hill there, I got some chills and goosebumps. I was like, well, what is happening? This is happening. You have a graveyard here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so this graveyard started back in the early 1800s. We have a few of the founding families of the city that we're in right now. So some of the Greggs, the Manors, as well as the Hills. We also have some of Davy Crockett's relatives buried right here as well.
And you were saying that the gate is the original?
Yeah, some of the original gate and fencing right here since the 1800s.
Wow,
Yep.
still standing. Well, I just caught a chill again, so I think we're gonna move on down the trails. Whew. All right, well, that concludes our ride today at Southern Trail Rides. Thank you, Luna and Barbie and Devin. So tell everybody how they can book a ride.
Yeah, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Southern Trail Rides. We are open 7 days a week, so you can either DM us through Instagram, call us, or book on the website.
Sounds great. Well, they are hungry and ready to get home, so I think we'll go ahead and head that way.
Awesome.
Well, I don't know about you, but I sure have found a sense of peace and tranquility being here at Southern Trail Rides. A big thank you to Devin for showing us the grounds, and to Luna and Barbie for obliging the tour. We sure hope you'll make it out soon to Southern Trail Rides to experience the Texas Hill Country in its finest. That'll do it for us today. I'm JT Riberty, your host of The American Dream, selling Austin, and as always, coming to you from deep in the heart of Texas. Yeehaw, y'all.
Welcome to the American Dream, Seguin, Texas style. I'm your host, Ashley Herrera, and today I brought you to a luxury property that sits along the Guadalupe River. We have a special guest today, Veronica Bradley with Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. So let's go get a tour.
So this home was built in 1980, and when they remodeled this home, they wanted an open kitchen. They opened it up, quartz countertops, all like the whole 9 yards. And they left the fireplace because the fireplace it gives this room character.
Yeah, I would say so. And everybody wants a fireplace in Texas, even though it's hot.
You know, for those 2 weeks where it's cold, below 60 degrees, yes, we're putting our fireplaces on.
Yeah. All right, Veronica, so we know the river is going to be the selling point of this house. Can you tell us a little bit more about the inside?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned before, this home was built in 1980. It's 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, completely remodeled from head to toe. So this is private river access. You can do short-term rentals here. This lot is about 1/2 acre. So you have a pretty decent sized lot. So much potential here. It could be your primary home, second vacation, and as I mentioned, you can short-term rental it, which is really big because you're by the river. People want to be in the water. They want to, you know, stay cool. It's so hot in Texas, so it really is a selling point.
Yeah, so I noticed there's something on the other side of that river.
Yeah.
What is it?
So that's Starkey Park. It's the golf course. So you're always, every time you come out here, and I'm not going to say always, but for the majority of the time, it's quiet. You're going to see people golfing. You see paddle boats. You see jet skis. You don't see a lot of tubing like at the Comal River where it's like super packed. People kind of stay in place here by their property. So it's private, secluded, and it's really nice.
Awesome. So I think we should go check out a little bit of nightlife. Like, you want to go check out the 1908?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's go. Guys, I'm so excited to be here. So the 1908, can you tell us more about why 1908?
It was built in, as a national bank in 1908, obviously. And we felt like giving back to the city of Seguin is giving it the name, instead of just coming up with some random name.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes them more unique and special. But it's mainly for the city of Seguin.
So do you guys have any more plans in the future?
I think we're still working on our current plan right now. When we got in here right away, it was always just an idea.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, the building sold us day one. Our vision was kind of simple, but also pretty awesome at the time, because we were like, honestly, if you look upstairs, it was nothing like we thought originally, because we're for boys, you know. We're just like, we're always thinking that could be a cool sports bar or something like this. Like there'd be white walls up there for like we had other, obviously my wife and stuff like that like helped create a different vision, but it's been a journey, you know, and it's been a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work.
So speaking of journey, there's a lot of entrepreneurs who do watch this. What would you say if somebody who's getting into the business or any type of business, what kind of advice would you give them as an entrepreneur?
I think you have to know you're gonna get knocked down, and it's not easy. If you don't have a passion for something or you have a drive, and you have to do it, and it's the grind in the beginning is
it's 24/7, always entertaining, But I think at the end of the day, you respect each other like kind of like this, And even like the local business owners too, you gotta give gratitude, empathy, and I think if you give that to people, there's no reason why you shouldn't be successful.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think this is the best spot to say, let's cheers to the American dream and success to this 1908.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. I know you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time on The American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.